What is going on, fellow fans of Clash of Clans? It is your host, Galadon. Thank you guys for stopping by. It is official. We have the top 10 list of the best clans in the world when it comes to clan war leagues. Dark Looters, In the Light, Blaze JP, and 704 from China, apparently. Now, here's the thing. I am going to be featuring all 4 of these clans. My goal is to dedicate a video to each of the 4 clans over the next week or two. I would love to feature attacks from all 4 clans. Now, of course, I've only, up to this point, been able to visit Dark Looters because they were kind enough to let me in, check out some of their replays, record some, and that's what I've been sharing. Obviously, there is no language barrier because all of the Dark Looters, almost all of the Dark Looters speak English fluently, even though they are a German clan. But that's, again, one of the great things about Clash of Clans. It brings players together from all around the world. So real quick, check it out. I just wanted to point out that Dark Looters are human. They lose wars. It has happened. Okay, so these guys are going to be facing some incredibly strong opponents in Katowice, Poland here at the end of this month. Remember, the top 4 clans qualified for the trip to Poland, sending 5 representatives to battle in the first round of offline qualifiers for their share of the $1 million Clash of Clans World Championship. Now here is number 2, In the Light. Unfortunately, not able to visit them because, well, they're closed. So if anybody knows anybody who is a member of In the Light, please reach out to me. Best way to do it, probably on Twitter at Galadon Gaming, or you can email me. This is an official business inquiry. I would love to visit In the Light, feature them, talk a little bit about the clan, and show some of their replays in a future episode. Third place, Blaze JP from Japan. I've got great news about them. Super kind clan. They did let me in to visit, and I've got an episode ready to go. We're going to have that in the next few days where I talk a little bit more about Blaze JP, more specifically showing some of their attack replays from a recent classic clan war. And let me tell you, these guys are no slouches either. Amazing, incredible skill, high percentage of 3 stars. They are going to be a formidable force for the other 3 clans to deal with. And then we've got 704, the Chinese clan. I also would like to visit them. I realize that language can be a barrier, but hey, shout out to Google Translate. And for players who might speak English and Chinese in that clan, or who know anybody from 704, please, again, reach out to me. I would love to visit them and feature them in their own dedicated YouTube video. In the meantime, today's episode focuses on, you guessed it, the Dark Looters one more time. They did dominate. They did win by over 10 stars in the final score ranking, and in my opinion, they deserved it. Those guys, the amount of time and effort they have put in, both on offense and defense, has been incredible, and these attacks are nothing short of amazing to behold. I feel like I've learned so much about the game just in recent weeks from watching and talking about these replays. And of course, we've got interviews that we have done and that we are going to do about specific attack strategies that the Dark Looters are using and are defending against. So watch out for that in future episodes as well. And as always, let me know down in the comments if there are specific strategies you would love to see broken down, or any subject matter that you would love to see covered by professionals. Because I'm telling you right now, this is monumental. You guys realize that we have our first professional players ever in Clash of Clans. Now, professional by definition means somebody who is earning money from whatever they're doing. There are now going to be 20 players earning money. Well, actually, there's going to be 40 players when you think about it. 40 players earning money from Clash of Clans, and that is the 8 qualifying 5 members of those 8 clans that are going to Katowice, Poland. You've got 4 from the CWL this last season that we talked about, and then you've got 4 from the ESL qualifier. If you guys haven't signed up yet and you're Town Hall 12 and you think you can compete, get in there. Okay, there are still slots to compete, and there are going to be many more events, many more of these qualifiers that happen in the coming months. And I'm telling you right now, if you've seen the prize breakdown on the ESL website, Anybody who scores the trip to Poland is coming home with cold hard cash. Even last place, even the clan members that finish 8th are going to be taking home big money by my standards, definitely big money. So make sure you check that out and get in there. If you can't get in there, you don't have a Town Hall 12, you just don't want to do it, then hey, make sure you stay subscribed to the channel. We are all going to be learning, and I'm telling you right now, the excitement from this is going to be palpable. This is going to be edge of your seat entertainment. If you're standing up, sit down. If you're sitting down, stand up. If you're slouching, well, sit up straight. Your mom told you not to slouch. Anyway, it is going to be so much fun. I am just so excited to be able to be one of the casters that gets to bring you this. My good friend Klaus, Renee Butler being the host as well. The three of us, oh man, I'm just telling you, it's going to be great. It's going to be a fantastic year. I think the best ever year for Clash of Clans, especially, of course, combined with the other big updates that we have coming right now. That is going to be super cool. And I talked through Mutki's attack. I'm telling you, I'm even getting good at pronouncing his name. Mutki picks up the 3-star against Queen from Notorious from last season's CWL, and Queen walks so dominant right now. You see almost every base in Champion 1 had all multi-target Infernos. Will we see a switch? Will we see an attempt to defend against the Queen walk? Personally, I feel like because of the way the balance is in the game right now, Queen walk is the most dominant attack, but it's also one of the hardest to execute, and that is why we're not seeing the Inferno Towers switch to single, because I think if you've got lots of single target Inferno Towers, that is tempting an attacker to come with something other than a Queen Walk, maybe Bow Witch, something like that, and that is just going to be a little bit easier to execute than a perfect Queen Walk. I mean, check out Sebix holding off on the Queen's ability right there, even though she was down to probably under 10% health. And again, like I've said repeatedly, the value. Look at all of the key defenses she's taking out. She's activated the clan castle as well. You know she's going after the Eagle Artillery. You know she's going to take out the defending Archer Queen. She's also adjacent to the Town Hall. You know, it's just a matter of time. I mean, I'm telling you, if you had the time on the clock, these Queen Walks could 3-star the base. Now, I'm not saying that we need to nerf the Queen Walk. In fact, it is one of my favorite strategies to watch, but at the same time, you got to remember, and I'm not, I hate to say this, but okay, this, and those of you that go down to the comments and blame me for getting Queen Walk nerfed, if it happens in the future, just stop it before you start, okay? I'm just saying, if you ever get to the point in Clash of Clans that you see one attack being used all the time, you can almost always anticipate that there will be balance changes made to reduce the usage of that attack, right? Because the point of this game is to have a variety of different attacking strategies. Now, you do see a variety of Queen Walks, right? We see Queen Walk with Lava Loon, we see Queen Walk with Miners, even Queen Walk with Dragons or Electro Dragons. So maybe that's enough in the developer's eyes, as long as we're seeing a variety of other attacks behind the Queen Walk that we'll continue to see Queen Walks in the future. I like them. I think they're fun. And I also think that because of the time that it takes to begin a Queen Walk, it adds a certain level of excitement to the game, because almost always Queen Walk anything attacks are coming down to the final seconds. Even if you've got an overwhelming attacking force that's remaining, oftentimes, and we saw this many times in other seasons, in other battles, attackers ran out of time. In fact, you've got some 99 or 100 episodes dedicated to Dark Looters and other top players coming very soon. In this case, again, Sebix picks up the 3-star. Tons of extra troops, not a lot of extra time. I mean, here, okay, let's watch Itsu. This attack replay started at 2:54 on the clock, so you know there's just a few seconds to spare at the end of these Queen Walks. And yes, Itsu, the evil genius of Dark Looters, I like to call him, the leader, he is coming in with Queen Walk Miner against another maxed out base. This was again from last season of CWL. Now it's funny because these attacks are starting to look like maybe you've seen them in a previous episode. Even it looks like that to me. And what it is the attacking is similar, okay? And the bases are even similar in layout. But if you were to catalog all of the attack replays that I have shown, they are, it's incredible how many 3-stars I have saved up that I can use, and each one is just slightly different, Although again, like I've shown in episodes in the past and I will in the future, there are fundamentals that remain consistent, and when it comes down to a queen walk, it's really just basically two things. Number one, keep her alive. Number two, get great value with the archer queen, and the value can vary. You'll notice that not always is the queen going after the exact same things. It depends upon the design of the base, it depends upon the back end army, what is coming afterwards. A lot of times in previous episodes I've talked about the importance of getting the barbarian king down if you're using miners. Here, Itsu obviously doesn't seem to fear the defending barbarian king. He sends in the archer queen, she gets in deeply into the core of this base, lots of value, and then barbarian king, check out the attacking barbarian king on the left hand side though. He is going to be that late funnel to make sure the miners go down the middle, and again, the miners deal with the barbarian king on their own. The tornado trap is not a factor, and watch as the town hall goes down. Itsu knows he does not need to use the warden's ability right there because the miners dip down and there's nothing that was right there next to the town hall to keep them surfaced, so he saves it for later in the battle. Now, one thing I have noticed, and I just mentioned it, is we've seen a slight evolution of the Queen Walk Miner attack to show a later drop of the Barbarian King. Early on, I saw a lot of the queen funnels here, the king comes in and funnels on the other side, and then the miners move in. Here, we've seen a lot more of this. Drop the king just ahead of the miners, and notice the timing is really very particular right here, because if the king falls behind, the miners will not be funneled, they will spread out, and they won't be within that one heal spell radius. If he's too far forward, then he's not helping distract some of the fire from the miners or vice versa. So again, it is a very critical detail that these guys at Dark Looters have worked out very well, and I think all of us can learn from as we watch Itsu wrapping up another spectacular and overpowering 3-star using Queen Walk Miners. So again, if you guys are in contact with In the Light or the 704 China Clan, please put me in touch with them. I would love to feature them in a future episode. Make sure you stay subscribed for update information, for more info about the World Championship. Have a great day. Be kind to the people, be kind to animals, be kind to the planet. I'll see you guys again tomorrow for more Full Attacks.
Galadon, that Itsu fella, Sebix and the mud guy, they're invited. They can join my clan. I approve.